you did at UNR, and then you did 6 years at WSU. Did that feel like a short period of time, or did that feel like was that?
It actually felt like a short period of time compared to where I was before, but 6 years any place in college football is a pretty good ride. So, it was time to move on to bigger things, and I'm excited to be here.
Ken, obviously you inherit Troy Dye, but who are some of the other guys that you're trying to get to know, and how does your philosophy differ from what Jim Leavitt was doing?
Yeah, I don't really know what Coach Leavitt was doing. I kind of told all these guys they got a clean slate, and I'm evaluating everything. Even Troy. I've watched these guys when we scouted them. And I'm giving them a clean slate, letting them play, letting them compete and earn jobs. So if a guy was back down the depth chart last year, it doesn't matter to me. If they're to the top, it really doesn't matter. With me, if I can trust them, I'll put them on the field. I'll play 6, 8, or I'll play 2. However many I can get to trust in the defense and know what we're doing, we'll rotate them and we'll keep fresh guys out there. And I've been excited, man. There's good athletes out there. We just got to get them. Everybody's trying to please right now and going in all different directions. And we just got to coordinate that and turn it into a defense.
With 2 new coaches on defense and the 3 guys that are back, what have you guys done to kind of get on the same page quickly?
A lot of us have known each other and worked together. Joe, Dante, and I, Keith. I've known Andy a long time, so really we're spending about probably 18, 20 hours a day together right now, putting in defenses and getting to know each other and having a lot of fun watching film. And the offense is a little ahead of us because they've had their scheme for a year now. But we want our guys to play hard and really get going out there. And you can hide a lot of things if you play really hard. So we're trying to get to know each other and get our guys to play real fast.
You haven't been here long, but what have you just observed and learned about the culture that Coach Cristobal has brought to Oregon so far?
Yeah, I love the family atmosphere. I love the energy. When I came over and they brought me over for an interview, the energy, the guys, how close the team is, how close the coaches are with the team, and I think just the daily demands that Coach Cristobal puts on and the kids understand, and there's not any gray area, which is nice for players and it's nice for coaches. When they come here, they know what we're wearing, they know how we're working, they know the length of practice, and those kind of things I think create ease with the players and the staff, and then you just got to attack the day.
Coach, what's the overall impression of your group? I realize you haven't had anything pads yet, but what's your impression?
Yeah, they're athletic. There's a lot of them, There's more than I've worked with. So trying to get them all in the rotation and keep everybody competing. But there's some good athletes. There's some really good young guys that just got here. I got a couple guys that just got here. So, it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. I got all sizes and shapes, but they're all good athletes. So we'll move them around and we'll get them in the right spots.
How about the size? I've noticed some of the guys are bulking up pretty good. How do you like the size of your group?
As a coach, you want to move fast, and you want to be as big as they can be to move fast. There's a fine line there where they get to a point where they get too big and they start to slow down and get sluggish. We got to watch that. So our strength coaches do a great job here. They are hands-on, and they tell us every day, and we know the loads of our guys, the weights of our guys, and we're watching to see if anything starts to slow down, and then we would have to fix that. But right now, they're a big, fast, physical group that are really trying to win spots. So it's fun to coach.
Washington State obviously has a 4-game winning streak against Oregon that you were a part of. Was there a common denominator during that streak, or any insight you could bring to Oregon to help them out with that?
Well, there's things that we're going to put in on this defense and the offense for every game, and all those games are in the past for this group now, and we're going forward. And our next practice is tomorrow, and they got to get better at that practice, and we'll start worrying about games and teams here as we get through practice. But I've told those guys I don't bring up my previous places. I don't have any interest in doing that. I want to coach the guys I've got here and evaluate the guys that I've got here, and we're going to win a lot of games here if they'll just play hard and really dive into their playbooks.